Let's be honest. In 2025, being good doesn't always get you far. Your talent might be overlooked, your kindness might be exploited, and the truth? The world still runs on power, perception, and persuasion. Now imagine, if you could see through every lie, every mask, every game, and play it better than anyone else. That's exactly what Niccolò Machiavelli figured out over 500 years ago. Not because he was evil, but because he understood how power actually works. In this video, we'll explore how to think like Machiavelli in 2025, how to move strategically, build influence, and win in a world where most people are still playing checkers, while you're quietly playing chess. Niccolò Machiavelli. The name itself sounds dangerous and like someone plotting behind the curtain of history. But Machiavelli wasn't a villain. He was a thinker, a political strategist who saw the world not as we wish it was, but as it truly is, full of ambition, manipulation, competition, and hidden agendas. In 1513, he wrote The Prince, a guidebook for rulers on how to gain power, keep it, and use it ruthlessly if necessary. It shocked people, it still does. But in today's world, where social media is the new court, influence is currency, and attention is power, Machiavelli's ideas are no longer just for kings. They're for anyone who wants to rise above the noise. This video isn't about becoming cold or heartless. It's about becoming sharp, strategic, unignorable. Let's break down 5 timeless Machiavellian principles and show you how to apply them in your life, career, and mindset starting today. Why Machiavelli still matters. We live in an age of visibility, where your value is often measured by how you present, not who you are. The workplace rewards confidence more than competence. Politics rewards charisma more than character. Social media? It rewards spectacle over substance. And yet most people are still trying to play fair, assuming that honesty, humility, and hard work will naturally rise to the top. But here's the uncomfortable truth. That's not how power works. Power is taken, not given. Influence is built, not wished for. And if you don't understand the rules of the game, you're going to be used as a piece on someone else's board. This is where Machiavelli comes in. He didn't tell you to be cruel. He told you to be prepared, to be aware, to protect yourself from manipulation by understanding it, and, if needed, to use it strategically. In 2025, with AI shaping politics, cancel culture reshaping public image, and attention spans shrinking, Machiavelli's mindset is more useful than ever. This isn't about being fake. It's about being calculated. This isn't about being ruthless. It's about being real. Because in a world driven by power and perception, if you don't think like Machiavelli, someone else already is. 5 Machiavellian principles for 2025. Principle 1. Master the art of appearances. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Machiavelli. In 2025, perception isn't just power, it's survival. The world doesn't reward who you are. It rewards what people think you are. That means managing your image, online and offline. Dress with intention. Speak with clarity. Own the room before you speak a word. You don't need to be fake. You need to be strategic. Think of your public image like a brand. Would Nike post a sloppy message? Would Apple show weakness? Even in personal relationships or job interviews, people make snap decisions, often in under 7 seconds. Machiavelli's advice? Control the narrative before someone else controls it for you. Principle 2. Be feared, but never hated. It is much safer to be feared than loved, if one cannot be both. Machiavelli. Let's get this straight. Fear doesn't mean cruelty. It means respect with boundaries. In leadership, people don't follow the nice guy. They follow the one they know not to cross. Machiavelli understood that trying too hard to be liked makes you weak. In 2025, people will test your limits, at work, in friendships, even online. Being feared simply means you set clear lines, and people know what happens if they cross them. You can be warm, you can be fair, But when you draw a boundary, enforce it without apology. That's not cruelty, that's control. And Machiavelli knew, the leader who's feared, wisely, is the one who's never doubted. Principle 3. Play dirty. When necessary. A wise ruler must learn how not to be good. Machiavelli. This is where people get uncomfortable, but it's also where the truth lives. Machiavelli wasn't telling you to always cheat. He was telling you to never be naive. Sometimes playing fair gets you nowhere. Other times breaking a few rules gets results, as long as you're smart about it. Think about politics, corporate takeovers, viral marketing campaigns, bro. The winners aren't always the nicest, they're the most calculated. In 2025, you need to know when to bend the rules. When to say what's convenient, not what's true. When to appear humble, while planning 2 moves ahead. The goal isn't to become a villain, it's to stop being a victim. If you're in a game where others are playing dirty, playing clean makes you predictable. Machiavelli's rule: adapt or lose. Principle 4. Control information. Speak less, watch more. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Machiavelli. Loose lips sink empires. Machiavelli knew that information is power. The more you speak, the more people know your strategy. The more you observe, the more you understand theirs. In 2025, with AI analyzing everything you say and social media capturing every slip, silence is more powerful than ever. Don't reveal your next move. Don't announce your plan. Let your success speak, and your silence intimidate. Listen, watch, learn, then strike when no one sees it coming. Machiavelli's genius. He understood that the quiet one in the room is usually the most dangerous. Principle 5. Align with power, not morals. A prince must learn how to act like a beast. Machiavelli. This one stings, because it's brutally honest. We grow up hearing, do the right thing. But in the real world, the right thing doesn't always win. The strong thing does. Machiavelli urged rulers to align with power, to build relationships not based on shared values, but shared leverage. In 2025, that means knowing how to network with people who can move mountains, even if you don't agree with them. It means joining circles of influence before you try to change them. It's not about selling your soul, it's about playing long-term games. Machiavelli wasn't immoral, he was amoral. He saw the world as it is, not as it should be. And if you want real impact in your career, your politics, your brand, you'll need to think in terms of strategy over sentiment. Because values inspire, but power executes. Real-world examples of Machiavellian thinking in 2025. Machiavelli might have lived in Renaissance Italy, but his playbook is alive and thriving in today's power players, from CEOs to influencers to politicians. Example 1. Elon Musk, controlling the narrative. Love him or hate him, Elon Musk is a master of narrative control, just like Machiavelli would advise. When critics attack, he doesn't retreat, he reframes. Whether it's Twitter takeovers, AI warnings, or launching rockets for memes, he controls attention like a battlefield. Machiavelli taught, appear unpredictable to keep rivals guessing. Musk lives it. Example 2. Vladimir Putin, the power of fear. In global politics, few figures use fear as effectively as Vladimir Putin. From calculated silence to strategic shows of strength, he constantly signals that stepping on his interests comes with a price. Machiavelli wrote, "It's better to be feared than loved if you can't be both." Putin demonstrates how that rule still dominates foreign policy. Example 3. Taylor Swift, master of image crafting. Now here's a twist. Taylor Swift may be a pop icon, but she's also Machiavellian in her strategic branding. She reinvents herself, owns her controversies, and uses narrative to build massive loyalty. From reclaiming her music catalog to dominating the media cycle, she's not just reacting to fame, she's directing it. Machiavelli's advice: win the hearts of the public, not by truth but by tailored appearance. Example 4. Jeff Bezos. Long game power moves. Jeff Bezos didn't just build Amazon, he built an empire by playing the long game. He made early sacrifices for dominance, quietly crushed competition, and stayed out of politics until he owned the Washington Post. That's Machiavellian thinking. Don't fight battles, win wars. Example 5. Andrew Tate, playing the villain. On purpose. Controversial? Yes. Calculated? Absolutely. Andrew Tate crafts a villainous persona, knowing that outrage spreads faster than inspiration. By triggering debate, feeding his followers, and owning the bad guy label, he remains relevant, even banned. Machiavelli said, "Sometimes being hated is better than being ignored." These figures aren't saints, they're strategists. Some use power wisely, others dangerously. But all of them think like Machiavelli. They read the game and make the rules bend to them. So, what does it really mean to think like Machiavelli in 2025? It doesn't mean being evil, it means being aware. It means recognizing that the world runs on power, not purity. That being good is noble, but being strategic is necessary. Let's recap the 5 Machiavellian principles for 2025. 1. Master the art of appearances. Perception is reality. Craft your image like it's your reputation's armor, because it is. 2. Be feared, but never hated. Be kind, but command respect. Set boundaries that no one dares to test. 3. Play dirty. When necessary. If others are breaking rules and winning, ask yourself, are you playing a game or being played? 4. Control information. Watch more than you speak. Let your silence be strategic, not shy. 5. Align with power, not morals. Influence doesn't always look righteous. Sometimes it looks smart, quiet, and in the right room. These aren't easy truths, but they're useful ones. You don't have to become a manipulator, but you do need to protect yourself from being manipulated. You don't have to betray your values, but you do have to understand the game and learn to win at it. Machiavelli wasn't teaching cruelty, he was teaching clarity. And in a world full of noise, softness, and distraction, clarity is your superpower. So think like a Machiavellian, not to dominate, but to rise above the chaos, to stay 10 steps ahead, to become the kind of person who knows the truth about power and uses it with precision. That's not manipulation, that's mastery. If you're still watching, you already know this isn't just another motivational video. This is a new lens, a sharper one, the Machiavellian lens. And if you want to keep sharpening it, here's what to do next. Step 1. Don't just watch, act. Pick one principle from this video and apply it today. Maybe it's speaking less, maybe it's rebranding your online image, maybe it's drawing a boundary that's long overdue. Step 2. Go deeper. Machiavelli's The Prince is less than 100 pages. Read it, annotate it, disagree with it. That's how it starts to shape your thinking, not by obeying it, but by engaging with it. Step 3. Subscribe for more. If this kind of thinking challenges you, good. That means you're growing. Hit subscribe because we dive into minds like Machiavelli's every single week, from Sun Tzu to Jung to modern psychology and strategy. Remember, the world doesn't reward the loudest. It rewards the sharpest. So sharpen your mind. Move like a strategist and think like Machiavelli, especially in 2025.